Hello and welcome to Female Cricket. Today we have with us a left-arm pace sensation from Andhra, Anjali Sarvani. Anjali, she started her playing her domestic career for Andhra and then moved to Railways. And on the back of her phenomenal run at the domestic level, she made her way to the Indian team last month, that is in December 2022. Anjali made her debut against Australia in the 5-match T20I series that India played against Australia, and she had a good outing in that series. On that note, let us congratulate Anjali for her India debut and also welcome her to female cricket. And yes, Anjali has also been announced in the World Cup squad that is going to play the T20 World Cup in South Africa next month. So all the very best to Anjali on that and congratulate her and of course welcome her to female cricket. Great. Warm welcome to you Anjali on female cricket.
Thank you so much.
All right, so let us begin that. How does it feel that now you are a part of the Indian team? It has been just 1 month that you played your first match for India. So let me ask you that when did you come to know about your India selection? Where were you and what was your reaction?
I was at home actually. It was a rest day for me, but
Okay.
I had a feeling that maybe this Australia series I might have a chance because of all the performances I've done before it. So I had back of in my mind that maybe I have a chance this time. And then when I was just normally having lunch, I just saw a message in a group that it is written India versus Australia group. Then I couldn't, like I was like, finally I'm in. But then
Right.
I was thinking, am I a net bowler or am I in the part of the team? And it differs, right?
Of course.
So we waited for a few minutes and then they have released in the Instagram and BCCI everywhere. It was all over, and it was a very happy moment.
Wow. So did the lunch taste even better after that?
No, I couldn't eat lunch. I've left it.
Your family must be very happy, right? After that India selection. What was the reaction?
Actually, my father works in a different place, so he was not with me. My mom was with me. So I had called my dad and told both of them at the same time that I am in the team. And they started crying and they were like, oh my god, it's been means a long journey of 10
Right.
years or maybe more than 10 years been playing. And
Right.
finally got the opportunity right now. And that too against Australia was such a big thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Excellent, excellent. I think we can go on and on about your debut, but I want to take you back. As you said, that it has been a big journey, 10 years or more, if we can say that. So, how was it starting with you, Anjali? Was the cricket the first sport that you chose, or was it something else? Tell us more about your childhood.
I was in athletics actually. I was a 100-meter sprinter before cricket.
Okay.
So I was training for that for I think for 5 years of my career before cricket. I was training for athletics. So, but in athletics, I was going in a good level. I had gone to national trophies and all, but I would never won it. I was there because I was in that zone. And then, but a lot of people used to tell me I should play cricket with my cousins and all the local kids. They should tell me, why can't you choose cricket? Because cricket has a lot of future for women right now. It might increase later in the future. So I was not at all in the mind of playing cricket at all. It was wholly my dad's decision. It was not my decision to play cricket at all. And then after athletics, I used to just think cricket as a other thing, just a normal thing.
Right.
Like that, I started playing, and I didn't know this long it would take me.
Right, right. So I think long but indeed a sweet journey if we can look back. Right. And I think your father is a teacher, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's a teacher. Both of my parents are teachers.
Okay, both of them are teachers. So I thought if there is any sports background, that is why your parents encouraged you. But then what could have been the reason for them encouraging you?
Yeah, my grandfather used to play. He used to do athletics too. He was an athlete.
Wow.
Yeah, he was athlete for many years. And maybe that was also a reason for my father to support.
Right, right.
Because
excellent.
I had lot of cousins in my family. Not even one of them, got supported. I was the only person who got supported in all of my cousins.
Wow. Thanks to your family, your parents.
Seriously.
Who supported you, and I think you are the only or the first fast bowler from India to play T20 cricket in women's cricket, if I'm not
I
wrong.
got to know it after my debut. I didn't know until then that I was the first left-arm pacer who represented.
Excellent. So again, once again, thanks to your family for supporting you and bringing out this wonderful talent in the form of Anjali for the Indians. Excellent. So, Anjali, can you tell us when did Andhra happen for you? When did you break into the state team?
I think it was around 2012.
Okay.
2011-12, and
Mhm.
that was my first under 16 tournament,
Okay.
which I that was the first tournament I went for the selections or whatever for Andhra. So the first time when I got selected, it was directly into the under 16 state team.
Wow. Wow.
So from then I started my journey with Andhra until the COVID hit.
Okay. Okay. And who was your first coach and which academy did you join?
Back at home, it was Venkatesh sir, who used to be my school teacher. He used to give me the basics. And then when I went to my district association, it was Shekhar who took over. And he was also, he was part of Andhra Cricket Association. So I had good basics with him. And then later on, we had an academy in Guntur. It was a women's cricket academy for only Andhra players, right? So there he was Srinivas sir and Maria Fahe. She was a New Zealand coach. She has been appointed for 4-5 years with Andhra. So in the starting of my journey, I was with these people.
Excellent. I think that must have been very helpful. Also having a foreign coach, as you mentioned about the.
Yeah, but it was maybe I was in 17, 16 age till 19, 20. She was there all over in that period of my time.
So, any specific things that you remember she telling you about your bowling that has helped you?
She was always telling me to be aggressive. That is the only thing I can tell. She used to tell me how much aggressive you show yourself. It doesn't matter how you perform. You have to show yourself. The body language should always be on top.
Absolutely. So, I think you have heard that advice pretty well because I think we all have seen the Australia series, and I remember the first wicket of yours, Talia McGrath, and you just clean bowler, and I saw the aggression and energy on the field. Exceptional, Anjali. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Great, great. So after Andhra, we all know that you started playing for Railways, and Railways is a team which has many India players, current as well as past. So how was it getting into the Railways team? Because we often hear that maybe getting into the Indian team is easier, but getting into the Railways side is difficult. And you have been opening the bowling for Railways.
Yeah.
So tell us more about your experience with the Railways.
I was actually surprised when I got an offer for Railways before COVID. But by the time I was about to join, the COVID hit and it was 2 years, there was nothing. I thought maybe as railway rules, they won't hold for a year. So they have held my thing for 2 years. I was surprised, okay, they want me. Actually, they want me. So after when I joined, I thought I have to get selected for Indian Railways. It's a big thing. I have to perform well and then I'll be in the team. But it was a surprise that they got me directly into Indian Railways. Nushin Al-Khadir, I think you must have known about her, right? She had called me and she told that you are part of Indian Railways, and then I was literally sweating. What should I do means all of India players are there right now and I am just someone from Andhra who doesn't have such a big team atmosphere. And then first year was little bit in that back foot for me, that I was out. I was not playing the 11 in the first season. First 2 seasons I was sitting out. I was getting 1-2 chances, but it's not about the chances. I used to think that what I should do to get into the 11, being with such kind of bunch, playing with them. And along the way, I think Nushin Di, Mitali Di, Kavita Patil, our trainer, and all of these people, have helped a lot for my journey into the 11, actually.
I think you have taken some big names. Of course, Mithali Raj, who has captained India for so many years. Then Nushin ma'am, who has been the coach of Railways and now she's with the under-19 team. So any specific things that these players have told you that have helped you? Any tips that they have given you? Or any conversations that you recall?
I have a lot of conversations with them always. I think mostly Noshindi had told many things, means how can I improve my bowling or the line and length. So specifically, we had sessions with Mithali Di also about the line and lengths and how to get wickets, how to bowl in the death overs, means everything. I had so many conversations with them, means which helped me, get better. And with Kavita Patil being, I was under her as she was my trainer, so it helped me as a fitness also. Big part after coming to railways, the fitness part or the skill level part, everything was in a proper way. Means I got to know so many things after joining railways compared to what I was playing with Andhra.
And any specific conversation that you recall from Mithali Raj or Nushin ma'am or any other player?
They, there's I'm the one who always gets scoldings. Okay.
Okay.
I have so many conversations which I can't tell you. But one thing I can tell you is that whenever, whichever balls I get wickets, they have told me these are the balls you need to practice. Even in the spot bowling or nets or anywhere, they have been so specific with keeping the lengths. Mithudi or Nushindi have told me precisely, this is where you get wickets, this is where, keep working on it. That actually helped me the last season.
Okay, excellent, superb. So, though we can't believe that you get all the scoldings, because on the field you seem to be a very good player, Anjali.
You never know. I'm always the one.
Okay, so maybe off the record we'll get to hear some scoldings that you have received. All right, great. So Anjali, it has been wonderful that you started your journey with Andhra, of course with athletics, then cricket, then Andhra happened for you, railways, and now the Indian team. So let me take you to last month, December 2022, 9th December, your debut match. But before that, when you made your way into the Indian dressing room for the first time, how was the feeling? Were there any goosebumps? Was there any stress? How was it?
First session I was very nervous in the first session, and everyone could see it on my face that I was very nervous. It was not like a complete difference from Indian Railways or Indian team, but wearing the jersey is something different, right? The first session was, I was also feeling like very nervous. Am I doing well or not? All those things run in my mind. But then next day, Harmani had spoken to me about it. She was like, I saw you being nervous. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Once you get into this, you'll get through it. So I think what she spoken immediately the next day had helped me a bit more to be confident about what I was doing well, and I was able to focus. Okay, I came here till this because of what I've done it. So I was like, okay, I have to not be nervous always. Done. The first day is done, the second day is normal.
And I think Harmanpreet Kaur was the one who presented you with the cap.
Yeah. She was.
Any specific message that she gave you during the cap presentation that I think helped you?
They were like, keep enjoying, do the same thing what you have been doing all the way. Don't change anything, being part of India doesn't matter. You just have to do the same. So this is what she has said.
Great. Simple, but I am sure a very effective message for you, because you were making your debut against the most dominant team in women's cricket, Australia. So I'm sure that must have helped you. Right. So Anjali, we all know that you have been an exceptional fast bowler, but what are the 3 things, according to you, that you have done perfectly well to come to this stage?
First thing is that my bowling in the power play. I think I've been very effective in power play. Getting the wickets or 1 or 2 wickets, I always got in my power play. So that was actually an impact for the other team and also for me, the gaining the confidence. Getting wickets every game, almost every game, I think I've got 1 or 2 wickets. And then the second thing is the line and length, which I was hitting. And the third thing was obviously my aggressiveness, which helped me be confident always.
Absolutely. So I think I feel that you are similar to a coconut. You are hard maybe from outside, but very soft, I feel, within. Excellent, I think. So, Anjali, I want to ask you that first 2 matches, they were not that great for you from your debut point of view, because you went wicketless. But then what were you telling yourself? Was there any loss of confidence, or did you speak to any other player? Because the third T20 was exceptional. You got Talia McGrath and Elise Perry in that
Yeah.
game. So did you talk to yourself, or any of the other players helped you during those two games?
I have talked to myself actually, because everyone in the team, they were like, "You're doing well. It doesn't matter that you didn't get wickets, but we know that maybe if we get a wicket, it's a different feeling." And then I was backing myself with my abilities. I was like, "No, you are doing well. Keep doing it. You will get the wicket." Not only me, a lot of people have told me that don't worry about the wicket. You will get it. Even they were much more confident on me. That actually helped me, like, okay, they have a confidence that I am going to get a wicket, so I should also keep the same confidence within me. So I was just thinking the thing, that you have to keep doing the same thing.
Absolutely. And maybe did you speak to Renuka or maybe Harman?
Yeah,
bowling?
even Renuka, we have a conversation always. She keeps telling me that how this Australian batters play, what lengths can be better for us, and even in the team meetings also we have a specific things like which lengths we have to bowl, because there was no swing in Mumbai wickets. It was not swinging, and me and Renuka are someone who swing the ball, so we expect something. But there was nothing, so we had to do difference in the line and lengths. So talking to her and talking to all the team management actually keep getting me.
Absolutely. I think that must have been effective, talking to yourself and of course talking to people like Renuka and Harman also, who are in the side. So I think that after a quiet start, the Australians could not keep you quiet, Anjali, for a long time, because in the 30-20, we all know you had a wonderful performance, picking up two wickets. Number one T20 batter, Talia McGrath, and of course one of the best all-rounders in the world, Elise Perry. So let us go back and talk about your first wicket. First international wicket is always special. So tell us more about that wicket. Was it planned? Because it was a peach of a delivery. So how did you plan for it?
When I bowled the first ball, I got to know that it is swinging a bit that day compared to the past two games. And I was thinking, I think this is the day. This is the day that the ball is going to swing, and maybe there's a chance for me to get a clean bowl or LBW, anything. So I thought I bowled the second ball and it again swinged. Then I was like, in this over, I have to keep trying to keep the same lengths. Maybe I might get the chance. And the third ball, it went the same way and she missed it. And whatever I thought of the first ball, I carried to the next three balls. And I was so happy that the first wicket which I've got was Talia McGrath, because she had an amazing innings the before day, or she was number one batsman, as you said. So I felt, getting her bowled was something very special.
And I can still recall the celebrations that you had after the wicket. So, excellent. And I'm excited to see you celebrating more and more such wickets for the Indian team in the future as well. Great. So, Anjali, I think after a decent outing against Australia, now you have been named for the Tri-Series and, of course, for the all-important T20 World Cup that is going to be played in South Africa. So, how excited are you for the World Cup? And are you preparing yourself differently because it is going to be played in South Africa? It is going to be your first tour away from India. So, how are you preparing yourself?
We are preparing here. I'm actually in NCA doing the camp. So we are preparing for the South Africa series and how the wickets are there over there, and everything differs from India compared to there, and it is advantage for medium pacers in South Africa. So we are planning and we are doing all the small things, the edges for South Africa, and I'm pretty excited to play the Tri-Series is actually very good to get into the flow and how we can get the experience of how the wicket is going to be, and I think I have to just enjoy myself.
Yes, absolutely, you will have to enjoy yourself, and if maybe anything in specific that you're working on, because as you said, the South African conditions are going to be different. Maybe the fast bowlers are going to get that assistance, but as a fast bowler, anything specific that you're working on?
We have to the line and length differs compared to India and South Africa, because there's going to be a lot of wind and lot of swing. If we keep hitting the same lengths what we hit in India, it's going to go wide or something. So we need to get those line and lengths a bit, here and there. because of the wind effect, and also there's a lot of bounce. So if we get the shot of good length areas and the bounce is good in a good area, we have a good chance of getting wickets, and it makes the batsman difficult to play.
And I think with the inclusion of Shikha Pandey, one of the senior most players in the side, how it has boosted your confidence and confidence of other players. And did you get any chance to talk to Shikha during this time?
Yeah, Shikha Di, I have admired her from very long, because I've seen her play for India. She is one of the best bowler who swings the ball, I feel, because she swings so much that it's impossible for a batsman, to judge. And in South Africa, she's going to get a swing, much more swing. So being her in the side with us as a youngster, I feel like she's someone, who I can relate. For her swing, I can also, she can tell me the tips what to do. We have been working together here, so it's actually very good being her with us, doing the drills and all.
Absolutely. And we all cannot forget the Elisa Healy dismissal which Shikha Pandey had got.
It was remarkable.
Absolutely. And any specific conversation that you have had with Shikha regarding your bowling and maybe how you can be a better bowler?
She was, we were talking about, the line and length, what I've told, because it differs in India and South Africa. If we keep that specific line and length with the swing, we are going to be very effective, even in power play or non-power play, because it is going to swing either way for us. So she was actually precise about the lengths that we have to hit, which helps us, get dot balls or wickets, anything.
I think after the World Cup, we all are excited for the women's IPL. That is finally going to happen. So how do you think is... yes, finally. So how do you think is women's IPL going to help women's cricket in India? And if you get a chance to play, and of course we wish that you get a chance to play in the women's IPL, which team would you like to play for?
We don't know which teams are going to, which are the franchises.
So maybe let us assume that the men's IPL teams are going to be there.
I would like. I always felt Rajasthan Royals somewhere. I don't know why.
Interesting pick.
Royals, I don't know. Yeah, Rajasthan Royals. I feel.
Okay.
Nice. So it might be a good side for me, Rajasthan Royals, and I think women's IPL will help a lot for domestic players, because we have very less tournaments compared to last year only we got this interzonals were added. Before that there was no interzonals, they were directly challengers from the season. So if we have IPL like this with a lot of international cricketers coming in and sharing the same dressing room, it's going to help us grow as a player. And IPL is actually the biggest platform for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Great.
Yeah. So, and after seeing the crowd in Australian series, I don't think so people are going to, sit in their homes and watch the match. They are going to come to the stadiums.
Absolutely. I think you are absolutely right, Anjali. It was a jam-packed stadium in Mumbai when India took on Australia in the 5-match series. Superb. And now finally, we have the Under-19 Women's World Cup just around the corner. So any message that you would like to give to the Indian girls for the World Cup?
They are doing amazing. They don't have to, they have been doing amazing from the last year. They have had many camps, and they were playing so many matches, even in India, and now in South Africa they have won all the matches, and they have a huge chance for getting the World Cup. And if they keep doing the same thing what they are doing, just keep winning the games. And everyone has to enjoy the game instead of taking it in a serious way or something which is we have to do. It's not like that. If you just enjoy your game, whatever you do, you'll just have everything with you.
Absolutely. Great, Anjali. That was a nice message, and I'm sure the Under-19 team will be excited to hear those words coming from you, Anjali. Excellent. So before I let you go, maybe we'll have a quick round of rapid fire questions at you. So are you ready for that?
I'm not, but it's okay.
Just imagine you have to get my wicket. Be aggressive now. All right. So Anjali, who has been your favorite batter?
What means you mean in Indian team or anywhere?
Any player that you love watching back?
Ben Stokes.
Oh, excellent. Now he's also playing. He used to play for Rajasthan Royals, I believe.
Yeah, he used to play.
Moved to CSK.
Maybe
now.
that is also a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I think we have just connected the dots for your Rajasthan Royals pick. All right. Then who is your favorite bowler?
Julandi. No matter what, she is the best.
Excellent. And any tips that you have got from her?
I've never played with her. I've never got the chance. But what I have seen or heard from the Bengal players, she's hardworking. She's the best example for a fast bowler. Playing for such a long career. 36 years is not a small thing. She has been playing maybe much more than that, we don't know, because for a fast bowler it is impossible for not getting injuries. Being with injuries and playing for India and doing amazing with that, such a amazing career, it's amazing.
Exceptional. Excellent. Can't agree more with you on this, Anjali, about Jhulan Goswami and her longevity for India. Excellent. Yeah. And Anjali, did you have any role model while growing up?
No. Because I didn't know anything about cricket when I started playing cricket. So I was just blank.
Okay. All right. Because I read somewhere that maybe you looked up to Yuvraj Singh. I'm not sure whether that is...
No, he was my favorite player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lefty batter.
He was amazing for India, getting a lot of great games. He used to, is a match winner for Indian team.
Okay. Yes. Now, little moving away from cricket. So, what do you like to eat? Which is your favorite food?
I like to eat gobi manchuria. Do you know? Yeah, I think you might know. Yeah.
Chinese.
Back at home, actually, there's one guy who is street food. He used to make amazing. I used to, beg my father, please take me there. But now I don't have a chance to go back.
No. So when was the last time did you have it?
I think it 2019 or 18. I don't know. I don't remember.
4-5 years back.
Yeah.
Great. All right. So then moving on, which is your favorite movie?
I'm someone who watches movies a lot.
Okay.
I can't tell one movie which I like because
you are a movie buff.
More than 15 movies in my mind which I want to tell, but I'm not getting even one name because I can't choose. I watch any movie. I am someone watch everything. There's no specific for me. This or romance or thriller or action, nothing. I just watch movies.
Everything you like.
Everything.
So let us make it simple for you. Which was the last movie that you saw?
Avatar.
Oh, nice. Great.
Yeah.
Super. Wonderful. And if Anjali is not playing cricket, what does she like to do? What are your other hobbies?
Hobbies? I don't have any hobbies. I like riding. I have a bike. I bought it recently and I like to ride a lot. And if I want to take a career apart from cricket, I would say aeronautical engineering. I might have I would have chosen that.
Wow. And I think you said you like riding. So which is that dream place that you would like to take your bike to?
Himalayas, actually. 100% ride from Hyderabad to Himalaya direct.
Wow. Probably you would create some record, I think, if you do that.
Yeah. There are people who I know who ride like that. If I get a chance, get a good 2 to 3 months gap, maybe I might have a chance.
Right. Wonderful. Great. Excellent. All right. Great, Anjali. It was wonderful talking to you and knowing about your childhood, then you making your way to Andhra, Railways, and of course for the Indian team. And now you will be seen in the Tri-Series and of course in the T20 World Cup. So it was pleasure talking to you. Once again, wish you many congratulations for your India selection and all the very best to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.